So to carry on with the parallel major and minor keys, chords for songwriting and music theory, here we go. Let's start with the key of A. So we can either use A major or parallel A minor. Starting from A to A, the scale A major would be A, B, C sharp, D, E, F sharp, G sharp, A. That's A major. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to 8, or 1, the octave. Minor. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A. The numbers would be 1, 2, minor 3 or flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, minor 6, flat 7, minor 7, back to 1 or the octave 8. It's the key of A. Okay, with the parallel A major, A minor key, we're going to have different chords here that we can use. So we've already gone through the scales, A major and A minor parallel scales, and we saw the different notes in there. The minor has the flat 3, flat 6, and flatted 7th notes. So in A major, you would have all your A major notes, but in the A minor, you would also have a C note available. You would also have an F note and a G note available, which usually isn't in your A major scale. But you can borrow from the parallel minor, and usually they lead together really well when you're writing a song. So here's the A major chords. A major, B minor, C sharp minor, D major, E major, F sharp minor. You can either use the E over G sharp, so G sharp's in the root, or the bass, I should say. Or you could use the jazz G sharp minor 7 flat 5, and then back to A. Actually, 7th degree could have even been E7 with the G sharp. So an E7 chord, G sharp in the bass. So this is the basic triads of what you can use of the harmonies of those notes. So next, after the A major, we can use the parallel minor. You could use the harmony chords of an A minor when you're writing a song or composing or looking for interesting harmonies that still fit. So A minor would be the 1st degree. The second one is usually a B minor 7 flat 5. I've seen some people alter it to a B minor. It's not technically in the scale, it's raising the F to an F sharp, so it's a little... So let's stick with the more common ways. A minor, B minor 7 flat 5, to 2nd degree, the 3rd, C. 4th degree, a D. So that 3rd degree was the minor 3rd, the flat 3rd, C, instead of the C sharp of the major scale. Then 4 is D, and 5 is E, E7, then flat 6, so instead of doing F sharp, we go to an F. Right. So we can use an F major chord, however you do your F chords. That's a flat 6, then the flat 7 is a G. And back to A minor. So that was 1, 2, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 6, flat 7, back to the octave. So let's see what it sounds like to combine try and compose something with the different, both the keys. So A major, A minor, B minor, B minor 7 flat 5. Oh, that sounds cool. A major. So then C sharp minor, C. Oh, that sounds cool. The third of the major, which is C sharp minor, third of the minor, flat third of the minor, is C major. That's the minor one. That's the major one. Usually the notes are only changing one fret down from major to minor, which is a really cool movement. It sounds good to the ear. It's unique, but it's not too strange. Okay, so then D major. You could use D minor, A major, A minor. Sounds a little bit strange, but it doesn't sound bad. It works. Parallel makes some great songwriting. The Beatles use this. Every great songwriter uses this. It just takes it out of the strict major or strict minor sound, and it gives it a much more creative touch without being too far out there. Because they're parallel. They both run in the same key, and there's only a few notes that really change, and if you do it the right way, it sounds great. So we're on the fourth chord, the D or a D minor. 5 chord can be E or E minor. So I'm in a minor key, playing that, jamming on E minor, then A minor chord. That's the major key, minor key. So that's played around with the 5th of the E's, E minor. Then we can go to the 6th. Let's go to C, F sharp, minor, F. Reminds me of something Radiohead or something kind of ethereal or spooky. Sharp minor, which is the major key, F major, which is a minor key, E major. It's a major key, I think. 5 chord. So we did the 6 from the major key, flat 6 from the minor key. Let's see what else we get. Flat 7. Now this is it's a big one if you're into rock music of any kind, R&B, blues, rock. It creates the flat 7, whether it's in a minor or a major sounding or Mixolydian sound. It sounds very wild and raucous. There's just something about that G, the whole tone difference from the, if your root is A, so you hit a flat 7. It's just kind of a really country, wild rock. I mean, anything that's sort of got a wild sound to it, that flat 7 is, it's a really interesting sound. It's usually a powerful sound because the 7th is a strong degree. Instead of using the raised 7th, use a flat 7. It's got a different kind of strength. So G, it's A, G. So I'm jamming around an A major scale, and I hit a G. You know it sounds a little bit odd, but it's cool. It's a nice departure. It's related, but it's the parallel key. So sometimes you don't always have to think of it, writing a song in terms of the key of the whole song. Sometimes each section can change or temporarily move out of the key or in of the key. But there's different ways to explain how it usually works. So the flat 7 is G to A. The major 7 would have been a G sharp. The 7th degree major from the major scale. So that's using a G sharp in the bass. Let's see. Usually the 7th always resolves up to the original key. Like if it's a G, it should always go up to the A. G sharp should always go up to the A as well. The flat 7 to A. The raised 7 to A. So let's go the opposite way, see what it sounds like. G sharp. G natural. You can tell it sort of sounds like a minor key. I can hear that. Let's keep going down. G sharp root, G root is a minor key. F sharp, F, so that was major minor. And ending on the major key of A. But they're all related to an A, whether it was related to a major or A minor. So that's why all these harmonies work. It's weird. You hear it in Radiohead, the Beatles, anything that's just not your typical 1-4-5 major chord progression. It can take a very basic pop song to sound incredible with that temporary movement of your ear. So that's parallel major and minor chords on A.